the nice thing about it, all the people who are here are the same as you. We've all been in that place. And it's nice to be able to sit and chat with people who are in the same circumstances as what yourself is. And then the therapists will sit there and listen to any problems that you have. They'll advise. If they can't, they'll find out about what can be, you know, if there's something bothering you. But as I say, a typical day was we do exercise. They've got a gym here where they take you in, and if you've got, such as me, my arm, they do certain exercises in a group or individual, which will benefit your arm to get it back to as best they can to how it was. Nothing is guaranteed. They're not the oracle or nothing like that, and they're not magic people, but please listen to them. They certainly know that they've got me from 2 years ago. I couldn't walk, and you know, I was a wreck, and I feel 95% of myself again.
My name's Steph Ward. I'm one of the physiotherapists in the stroke team.
And I'm Lianne, Sealey. I'm one of the occupational therapists in the stroke team.
We work with Walsall Integrated Stroke Team. We're based at Heath Cinic. We see patients when they've left hospital from Walsall Manor in the community. We see them in an ESD, early supported discharge protocol, and also Hollybank House, which is a bed-based unit in the community. We also see them as a community patient, so when they go home, and they can be seen a number of times in a week as necessary.
We can also bring people into Heath Clinic, and there's varying things that we can do with the people depending on what their needs are. We obviously work towards goals, don't we? Mm-hmm. Goal setting, which is a very big part of what we do. We start them off with the goals, see what they want to achieve. We obviously try and reach realistic goals, so that they're not going to be demotivated if they're not quite getting what they want. Once they reach those goals, we then reassess them and get new goals if that needs to be the case. Obviously OT and physio work very closely together. Equally, we have our own separate roles, so we tend to look more at upper limb and cognition, whereas you guys tend to look more at mobility and things like that. But as I said, work really closely together. Regular MDT meetings held weekly, so we can discuss the patients and how they're doing. Try to involve the patients as much as possible, which is something that we do really well as well at Hollybank, where we have family meetings within the first week to try and discuss what they want to be able to achieve from their rehab.
We have no set time that we can see patients for, so it might be that somebody needs to be seen for a number of years post-stroke. As long as they've got an active goal that's realistic that they're working towards, we can continue to see them. So there's no cut-off. They receive therapy until they don't need it anymore, as long as it's realistic.
Yeah. And then equally, some people, we might only see them once, give them a bit of advice, put them on the right path and things, and then we might discharge them because they don't actually need our regular input.
Yes, the service at Heath was, I thought it was excellent, to be fair. It started off that when they came out to me because I wasn't mobile, and then I started going to Heath, and we were in a room. There was a group of us in a room, and I spent about 2 months there doing that every Wednesday. On that, and eventually, of course, it was a case where I actually couldn't progress any further, so I was quite prepared to give my place up in that group because someone else could benefit from the place. It didn't basically do anything for me other than it showed me what exercises I needed to do, and whilst the exercises don't seem very much when you start them, if you continue keeping the exercises up, you will improve. I improved anyway. I can only say what happened to me. I improved, and gradually over the months, my situation improved. My walking improved. I still haven't got used to my arm, but my walking improved. And I could then get it. Well, I could get it. I couldn't get in the car when I came out of the hospital, you see. And then we basically got myself walking far enough to the car. We got in the car, which gave me obviously a bit more of a life. I could get out, and one of my goals was to actually walk into the pub and buy some friends some drinks. And eventually I got through to that about 6 months later. People at Short Heath very knowledgeable. They all worked together. They made life very easy for me, really. And I've only got praise for the Short Heath team. They all persevered, and because I wasn't doing very much for myself at the time, but of course I'm doing a lot more now. But I've got nothing but praise for the team.